Tony, what up? What's cracking? Yo, I think some people are in another live stream. I started it and then it cut off when I was trying to upload the title. So if you're in the other live stream, you probably got in there and got caught up and waiting. But I'm here now. So tell people in the other live stream, if you can, that I'm here. I started a new one. What's going on, people? Happy Saturn's Day to the people. Emmanuel Townsend, Almighty Sekou, what up? King Darian, Nicole, Courtney Dockery, Summer Breeze, what up? Sonata Sperling, DeBrian Prevost, Didi, Shinzara Anubis, what up, brother? Goddess Gemini Bunny, what up? Cause I said so. ATL in the house. Sharice Bailey on Amazon, what up? MD Marksmanship, Christopher Ellis, Immortal 9. Isaac Preston, P. Willow, what up? Joseph McClendon, Jade Nicole, Azure Lynn, DJ Shern, what up? Eric Kirkwood, TV Boy 706, Caramel Soldier, what up? Cheese One, R Hill, TZ Electrical Juices. Is that TZ Electrical Juices? Okay, Tiz Electrical Juices? I hope that's it. Travis Bailey's, Spread the Wealth. Soul Sus, what up? James Kirk, Before K. Fly Girl Kai, what up? Travion McClinton. Street, aka Concrete. That's what's up. That's Street, aka Concrete. That's what's up. Roro Amani. Jazz's Beats. Deb Moore. Roger One. Faithfulness. B Gizzle. B Jizzle, excuse me. Goddamn, how did I mess that up? What up? And who did I forget? Abina. What's cracking? Anajai? I hope that's it. Dr. Paul. What's cracking? Preston Davis. What up, everybody? Man, what's going on to the people? It's going down today, y'all. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I got a special movie that I want to break down. We talked about it a little bit before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Because I was watching it the other day, and damn, it just had me again. The movie is just off the chain. It basically made me who I am today. One of the movies. One of the top ones. So we got to talk about it. But Police Stop Law Package people, your packages is in the mail. You ordered, if you ordered the book, you got the package, the full package sent. No hat, sorry. I told y'all I ran out of hats. Y'all keep hitting me up, asking me about them hats. Y'all got in late. Man, y'all are hilarious. Y'all waited this long, then y'all wanted, oh, is there still some hats? I told you it's first come, first serve. God damn. Tell you first come, first serve. I have some more coming and they're being made, but man, so no, I don't have no more hats until it probably will be about another 3 weeks to a month before I get hats. So sorry. But I did say I would throw in the package. If y'all ordered the hard copy, the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, I would give you 3 Police Stop Law three flashcards. I was gonna give you the 3 flashcards. So I will extend that to this week. This is the last week, and so basically, what's today? The 24th. So you got to the end of the month, basically. So if you order a Great Book of Melanin Research at the end of the month, you get the whole Police Stop Law package, and I will throw in 3 cards: the Police Stop flashcards 1 and 2, and the Law and Government flashcards number 1, and that's till July the 1st. All right, so that's because for all the people who asking me, who talking about they didn't get a hat. So you get some flashcards. Who just hit me up? Conceptual Elixirs. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. So those people. And then this is also the last week if you want to be a Know Your Rights volunteer. Also, if you want to get any of the Police Stop Law Package materials individually, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. You can order the Know Your Rights manual. You can order any of the books on the Know Your Rights website. So, oh man, my fan just went out, y'all. It's hot as hell up in here today. But so you can order any of those on the Know Your Rights Foundation, Know Your Rights Foundation website. That's knowyourrightsfoundation.org. And also, if you want to volunteer, this is it. This is the last week, people. We shutting it down, baby. We cutting it off. Got a whole lot of people in here that we got to teach the law. So we want to whittle it down and focus on all these people that we got right now. Make sure we move them through before we start piling on a lot more other people. A lot of you guys been doing the FOMO. Been jumping on at the last minute since I've announced it a couple of weeks ago. You guys have been signing up, so shout out to y'all for jumping in because y'all didn't want to get locked out before it ends. But this is it, y'all. This is the last week. So if you don't sign up this week, you got to wait some months. We're going to shut it down for about at least 3 months before we open it back up again. And then when we do open it back up, we're going to enroll in cycles. So the next time that we open it back up, you'll be able to enroll for that month, and then we'll shut it down again for a little while and then open it back up, because we have to do it like that because so many people. So last week, baby, if you want to get in. And then also, if you want any of the flashcards in your police stop law package, that's realnagas.com. Go to realnagas.com and go to the Naga Knowledge, the Naga Knowledge shop, and you can get that. All right, and then also for you, if you're on your cleanse, if you're juicing up, make sure you hit We Juice. Hit the homie up, Timmy Type Top Hassan. That's OUI, WeJuice.com. Make sure y'all hit the brother up. Don't buy him out of all the surprisingly sweets, please, because I have to advertise them. That's the only reason that I don't want y'all to buy, because I have to advertise. It's not that I want to drink them all. I just want to advertise them to you. So I can't advertise them to you if y'all buy all of them and drink it all. Thank you, I appreciate it. So right here, just the surprisingly sweet grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear. And then right here, this is the orange. This is the strawberry lemonade right here, off the chain. Strawberry, apple, pear, and lemon. And then a bunch of other juices. But then he has the anti-inflammatories, the black mamba, ginger, cayenne pepper, blackberry, pineapple, apple, and lemon, off the chain right here. This is the turmeric shots. He left the package label off that, but that's more like turmeric and black pepper and lemon and cayenne and ginger. And then this is the ginger grenade, and this is apple, ginger, lemon, and pear. So y'all got those y'all get those little aches and pains in your body. You wanna, y'all been lifting, y'all been doing what you're supposed to do. You're getting your workouts in, but you got a little achy ache because you're getting on up there in age. Gonna get one of those anti-inflammatories, man. It'll hook you up, I promise. And for the people who wanted to change your status, again, Know Your Rights Foundation is not status. We don't do status in Know Your Rights Foundation. We only teach you police stop law for free. So again, people who want to learn the law for free, police stop law for free, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. If you want to learn status law, again, go to patreon.com/realnagas. All the status classes are there. You can watch them at your leisure, learn at your own time. And then if you sign up to the highest level, if you're able to explain the paperwork, I give you the paperwork for free. But you got to be able to break it down, because you're sovereign in the mind, not because some paperwork says that you're sovereign. All right. And so that's the type of status. And all means we're not really sovereign. You're self-governing. That's the lingo I want you to get used to. You're self-governing. And basically the type of what I teach you is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because you got to use the system, but you don't want the system to own you. So there's specific ways that you have to contract in order to do that. You can stay in the system or have 1 foot in the system, still use all the stuff around it because it's on your land, and because they leave you no recourse, which means you're under duress, which means anything done under duress is non-obligating. However, you maintain your status, excuse me, your aboriginal status, which is the highest status in the land. So if you want to do that, patreon.com/realnagas and hook it up. And then last one, the Cash App. People keep forgetting the Cash App. Real Nagas 9. That's it. If y'all want to hook up the Cash App, because remember, YouTube takes 50%, y'all. So y'all want to hook up the Cash App instead of YouTube? I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Oh, real quick, people, any animators out there? If there's any animators, Know Your Rights Foundation, we need some animators because we're creating a kids channel, a children's channel for content, because children need to learn this information at the earliest age possible. We go through a lot of police stop videos. You'll see a lot of Caucasian kids who are 14 and 15 who know the law already, busting police, killing them, just taking them out, just with all the knowledge they know. But our children don't know this stuff because we don't know it, and we don't understand the importance of teaching it and pressing it upon them to learn it. So we're creating a children's channel for the Know Your Rights Foundation. So any animators out there, make sure you hit us up. Hit me up at Know Your Rights Foundation. Excuse me, info at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Again, info at knowyourrightsfoundation.org, or you can go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and fill out a contact form, and then we'll get back to you. All right, because we got to get the children's on board, man. What's gonna happen when we start seeing TikTok videos of 12 and 13-year-olds out here smashing the police, rolling up on them, thinking they don't know anything, when they ask them for their ID and they start smashing the police, telling them, "I don't answer questions, officer," and then they filming it. "I don't answer questions, officer." "I don't answer questions, officer." So let's get that popping. All right, y'all. So I know y'all done heard about it already. The Schumann resonance change frequency flip that happened last week. It happened the day after I did the live stream last week. So it happened Sunday on man-made Father's Day, because it's Mother and Father's Day every day. So I don't know, you follow these man-made holidays they got for you, but on man-made Father's Day, it happened on the 18th. So there was a disturbance in the Schumann resonance. It ain't Schumann. He didn't make it. I don't know why they call it Schumann, off some supposed scientist who found the frequency. You ain't find the frequency of the earth, fool. What you think the Kemetans was doing way back in the day, and all them other cats, the Phoenicians and everybody? You think you first to find the frequency of the earth? Stop it. So, but the Schumann resonance is the frequency of the earth, basically the vibrational frequency of the earth, which is at 7.83, usually on a steady 7.83. Add those numbers up. What is that? 9. Tell you that power of that 9. Y'all better understand the power of the 9. Like Tesla said, those who find the secrets of the 3, 6, and the 9, you unlock the keys to the universe. That's what he said. That's why this nigga knew all that shit. 3, 6, and the 9. 9, though. That 7.83 hertz comes out to 9, right? But on man-made Father's Day, Sunday, it jumped. It went crazy. It went from this steady frequency like that, and then all of a sudden, this crazy, but it's a pattern. It's not like it's static or it's chaotic. The frequency, so if you look at, go online or go on YouTube, they got a bunch of these pictures now. So if you look on YouTube, the one on this side will be the normal frequency of 7.83, and this is a nice steady line like this. And then the one on this side you'll show, and then it's like crazy column. It looks like a columnar wave. So it's a big column, but inside the column there's all these frequencies and waves going through. Oh, who was that? James Hampton. Appreciate you. Who was that? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get at you, James Hampton. He says he's a Dragon supporter. I'm gonna get at you, James Hampton. So it looks like a columnar wave, but if you look inside of it, it's very organized. All the waves pattern, it's all patterned out. So it's not like it just, when the frequency changed, it jumped into some type of chaotic, frantic frequencies that they couldn't. It looks very uniform. It looks very organized and in order. So it jumped from 7.83 to what they said was, we don't know this, we don't know unless you can test it yourself, but they said 24.5. It jumped from 7.83 to 24.5. Now, what does that mean for us? Because what is the Schumann resonance? What does that do for us? So, and also it's caused by a lot of electrical activity and a lot of solar activity. Like, so electrical activity from lightning, also solar flares and stuff like that. So that creates this, that helps create the electromagnetic field frequency of the earth. Now, most people don't know, like your intelligence is determined by the resonant frequency. It's determined by the resonant frequency of your brain synchronizing with the resonant frequency of the earth, right? And so this is in the reason I'm about to break this off. This was in the NIH. I found this in the NIH archives. This goes back. This is something they wrote in the NIH in 2003. They were breaking you off with this information in 2003. So check this out. It says the human brain is a biological organ. On one hand, it is soft, flexible, and adaptive. But on the other hand, is relatively stable and coherent with well-developed intelligence. In order to retain intelligence thinking in a soft and adaptive organ, there needs to be constant globally available synchronization system. So again, in order to retain intelligent thinking in a soft and adaptive organ, there needs to be a constant, globally available synchronization system that continuously stabilizes the brain. Rapid intelligence and reactions require an electromagnetic signaling system supported by a biochemical system. The Schumann resonance signal provides a brain frequency range matching an electromagnetic signal, providing the synchronization needed for intelligence. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that shit? Did y'all? Again, let me see that. Rapid intelligence and reactions requires an electromagnetic signaling system supported by a biochemical system. The Schumann resonance signal provides a brain. Hold on, I need water, y'all. Excuse me. You ever get that tickle in your throat? Man, it wasn't gonna happen, wasn't going right. All right. So the Schumann resonance signal provides a brain frequency range matching electromagnetic signal, providing synchronization needed for intelligence. So basically, the Earth's frequency provides the signal that humans need to be intelligent. That's what that shit said. Your intelligence is, what's the word? Your intelligence is basically not solidified, but it's it's not solidified. It's basically, it depends. Your intelligence depends on the electromagnetic frequency of the earth. That's crazy. For you to even synchronize intelligent thought. Why? Because thoughts are just frequencies, vibration. We talked about that. If you don't have the book, Sacred Geometry and the Motion of Hermetic, Sacred Geometry and the Power, what is it? Damn, what is this? Somebody put in the chat. I forgot the damn book name. Sacred geometry, no, occult geometry. Sorry, occult geometry and uh, something about the power of hermetic motion and number. I forgot the actual name of the book, but it's two books in one. That's why. But in that book, it talks about how your brain is a resonance tuning fork. Your brain fibers, your synapses. These, when you look at the brain fiber, you got the neuron right here, and then you got a synapse, the synapse that comes from the neuron, right? And so that comes from that. That's called the brain. They call it in the book. They call it a brain fiber, but it's like a tuning fork, like a string on a piano or on a guitar. And so it resonates vibrational frequencies that are out here in the universe. So what allows that to happen, the main frequency that allows that to happen is the resonant frequency of the earth. Yo, who is that? Just in case. Is it Case? I hope that's Case. Appreciate you, brother. So I need my wee juices. Hey, man, it's just dry up in here. Had to tickle in my throat. Patricia Clinton, thank you. Appreciate you. So the resonant frequency, or all thoughts being resonant, being just frequencies and vibrations, the denser your brain fiber, the higher resonant frequency you can register. And you make your brain fibers dense by studying a certain subject. That starts to create the cell clusters that creates the synapse. The more and more you study on a subject, it makes the synapse thicker, which means because any information that you want to know is already out here in the universe. It's not in books, it's in the universe already. So studying that information will basically make that synapse for whatever you're reading, that information that you're studying, that you've created a certain synapse for that information. It'll make it thicker and thicker to where now it's going to slow down the vibration that's floating through the universe about that subject, slow it down so that you can register it. That's what happens. So the Schumann resonance, it jumps from 7.83 to 24.5. What does that mean for you? Does that mean higher consciousness? It could, unless you focused on dumb shit. It just doesn't mean automatically you just gonna jump to a higher consciousness and frequency. Yo, 494 people in here, only two. What? We are missing 300 likes. 200 likes? Come on, y'all. Y'all know the deal. Take your shoes off. Take your Crocs off. Take your Vans off. All of that. Leave them by the door. Leave them by the door. You got stinky feet. Take your shoes off and stand by the door. Don't come nowhere. You take your shoes off, stand by the door. Don't come nowhere deep into the crib. But appreciate you. Hit the like button. That's taking your shoes off when you enter the crib. So then when they converted, so they basically took the sound and they converted the new sound, the frequency, they converted the new frequency to sound, right? And when they play it, it sounds like, I've told you about the episode of The Outer Limits. Did you guys go see that? The Music of the Spheres? Man, if y'all haven't seen that episode of The Outer Limits, The Music of the Spheres, go look at that episode. That was the episode. I'll go over it really quickly again. That's the dude Joshua Jackson. He was on Dawson's Creek. He was in him and Kirsten Dunst. That was his little sister. He was a science student, basically about 17, about to turn 18 or something like that. He was in the study. He was in the science lab at school, and he heard a frequency. He had a certain sound that was vibrating, that it was coming through the speaker. He didn't know what it was. So he decided to record it and take it home so he could listen to it. When he took it home, his sister found it. She started listening to it and became addicted to it. She snatched the tape, took the tape to school, played it for her boyfriend. This nigga became addicted to it. Then all the other kids at school, they became addicted to it. Started acting like they were drunk. It was like they were in a trance or something. Then they were, then they started to get sick. as the kids started to listen to it, they started to get sick. Well, they started to break out in certain, their skin started to break out in certain shit. So when they cut the sound, they got sick. So they started to wonder, they were trying to wonder what was happening to the kids and why they were getting so sick. Finally found out that it was the signal. If they start to play the signal again, the kids got better. And they just had to play the signal and let it run out. Come to find out, it was a signal being sent from another galaxy, not galaxy, or star system, and by extraterrestrials who were trying to get Earth ready for what's called a new sun cycle. The sun was about to be producing more UV rays, and so the people on the Earth had to be ready for a new sun cycle. So it was chemically, the frequency that they were listening to was changed. It was vibrationally changing them genetically. Crazy. And they were turning into like a gold. Go look this shit up. They had lost all their hair and shit. But this is mostly Caucasian. Actually, not mostly. Everybody in there was Caucasian. everybody in that damn episode was Caucasian. Because we know melanin, we don't need no damn protection from the UV rays. So, but that was showing you about the melanin and the sun. So now this frequency that they played, it sounds exactly, or I mean damn near similar, super similar to that outer limits vibration. So who is pumping that, and what's coming from that? Now, again, they already told you, the NIH told you, this is in 2003, they told you 20 years ago that your intelligence is affected by the Earth's magnetic field. So, again, did you guys do your solstice rituals? Did you break out your tuning forks like you? Put it right. Open up your third eye. Put it on all your chakras. Your throat chakra. Put it on your heart chakra. Solar plexus. Did you? Because again, Om vibrates throughout the universe. Earth also vibrates at Om. So when we're moving into a new frequency, tuning yourself. Everybody, this is our lost information, learning how to tune. Do you guys know that you don't learn anything, you tune into information? Just like a radio, when you turn in that, and this is for the old people, because niggas don't do this shit today. But for the old folks, remember this shit? You had to turn the dial and shit, and you get that little, and you do all that, and then you get a little bit of the Mexican channel, and then you get, and then you move it a little bit, and then you get a little bit of the English channel, and then you got a little bit of English and a little bit of Mexican channel, and you got to fine tune that shit, and boom, you get it right. If you blow on it, you're gonna lose it. That's kind of how information is. You have to tune and fine tune and hit that right little boom, that little hair frequency, boom, and stay there, stay focused. And you will get everything that's in that vibration. But as soon as you lose it, boop, you lost it. Yo, who was this? Yo, Bradford Blair, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. So, as soon as that happens, as soon as you lose focus, you lose the information. You are a radio tower, tuning in all the vibrations of the universe, as well as the earth. But if your consciousness is blocked with a whole bunch of bullshit and fear, which is the main thing that blocks your consciousness, which is why this is all they're trying to pump out all goddamn day. Fake meat, fires, racism, Decepticon, fear, war, nuclear, aliens. I mean, how much fear shit can they pump out? And that's because it keeps you in the lowest vibration possible not able to receive the higher frequencies that the universe is pumping out. So if the universe, if you are trying, if the universe is evolving us naturally, if you are in such fear that your whole electromagnetic field is nothing but chaotic fear vibration, how can anything conscious get in that? How can anything conscious break through the shield? Captain, the shields are holding, Captain, sir. The shields are holding, Captain. You ain't no knowledge will get in, Captain, sir. I promise you, I'm holding the shields are holding, sir. Like, nigga, you let some knowledge get in there, nigga. Like, no, the shields are holding. You nigga, old fearful ass niggas. Let go of the fear. Stop trying to be like, was it Chekhov? Is that Chekhov? No, that was who was Scotty? That was Scotty with the shields. Which one was the shields on Star Trek? I think it was Scotty or Chekhov. The shields are holding, sir. Stop that. Stop that, y'all. Again, let stuff do. You gotta open up your consciousness so all the vibrations will get through. But if you didn't tune, you can still do it. We're still in solstice. You didn't miss anything. The sun is still at its highest peak. At this point, though, the sun will start to descend and move down toward the southern hemisphere. And that's where we're moving towards the winter solstice. But it's still up there. It's still at its highest peak. So if you didn't do your rituals, put out there. And now with the earth vibration being moving, you know, what is it? Almost 3 times as fast as it usually moves. You got some power out there that you guys can invoke. What consciousness, what is the earth trying to say to you? What is it telling you? Yo, Faith Ford, what up, girl? What is the earth telling you? What is it trying to tell you? What is it trying to evolve you into? Because we see what's going on in the world. There has to be a counter to all the fake bullcrap that they're trying to push out in the world. The counter nature. They're anti-nature. Man is woman, woman is man. Man is cat, woman is cat. I mean, you can be a cat. We're going to talk about this shit too in a second. You can be any goddamn thing you want now. Just because you said so, it's your truth. Yeah, the earth, the universe had to rebalance at some point. So take advantage of the energies. Don't be fearful of the energies when these things happen. We have to get back in harmony with the universe like our ancestors, which is why they were able to maintain control and power for so long. Once they figured out the secret, oh, these niggas are in tune with all of this. If we can get these niggas out of tune with all of this shit, we got them. Good going, Bob. Good going. Great way to break it down. Man, shit, I was working on that for so long, man. I was wondering how these goddamn niggas get power so long, and then it just hit me. Oh shit, these niggas is following nature. If we can take them away from nature, we can motherfucking, oh shit, it just hit me like that. Great, Bob, great. So, yo, what up? Says one is immaculate. Appreciate you. So, do I mention the mentoring services? It's hard to do. It's hard to do the one-on-ones now. I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to do the one-on-ones. A lot of people try to get in on the one-on-ones, and it's hard to do them. If you really need to talk, hit me up and let me know, and we can figure out something. But get back in tune, everybody. Buy your tuning forks. As you can see, like we said, the Earth's magnetic field is usually 9, and I have tuning forks in the denominations of 9. So this is 963. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? It's a beautiful sound, baby. All right. So moving along. So there were some 13-year-old students, as this goes to what I was just talking about a second ago. There were some 13-year-old students that was reprimanded by their teacher because they were asking questions. You know what? You want to know what they asked? They were asking questions to one of their fellow students who identified as a cat. Excuse me. Their fellow student identified as a cat. The teacher, having heard about the other teacher who was fired because they didn't, remember that? That was about a year ago at least. This teacher was fired because her student identified as a cat and meowed to the teacher, and the teacher didn't meow back. And the teacher got fired. Y'all remember that, right? Yeah, what was that? Bio 1656. Thank you, brother. He said on the 18th, I couldn't sleep and my back was hurting, and I was up for 22 hours and wasn't tired. Hey, oh, damn. Got an extra burst of energy? Hey, that Kundalini energy going up down the spine. Hey, brother, do your rituals. That's all I can say. Do your rituals and attune, meditate. Tuning forks help so much. That's one of the greatest things that's ever helped me is tuning forks. So get your tuning forks, everybody. So the 13-year-old students was trying to ask the other student why they felt like they was a cat. And the teacher was saying that was insensitive. They were being insensitive to the student, asking them, wait a minute, you a cat? A cat? Like Tom and Jerry. like Garfield. Word, nigga? Like Heathcliff. So they were like, yeah, to all of them. Yep. Yep. They were like, nigga, you. And the teacher was like, no, that's insensitive. You can't do that. You can't ask him why. We just have to sit here and act like this motherfucker's a cat. Bring him some goddamn milk. Go sit him in the goddamn corner in the what is that? The litter box. Go buy some kitty litter and we need to shut up. This is where the world is going. You have to now start affirming people's fucking insanity. Or you're insensitive and you're hate. You're promoting hate. If you don't affirm these niggas crazy. When the hell did we stop getting crazy people help? When the fuck did we stop getting crazy people help? Nigga, I'm a cat. Nigga called me Heathcliff. Nigga, come here, nigga, let me lick. Let me lick. You got a little something on your head, nigga. Come here. Like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Hey, nigga, you a cat? Hey, go up to that damn roof and jump off and let's see if you land on your feet. Hey, you do that, nigga? You got me. I'm all in. You land on your motherfucking feet off that roof way up there, nigga. I'm in, nigga. I'll buy you a year's supply of kitty litter. Sandra Sperling, thank you. It says that means the resonance went from 9 to 11, which is number of balance and master number. Hey, which ultimately, yeah, is 2. Yep. Mastery, 11 is mastery. 11 and 22. So, cats, y'all. If y'all don't start affirming people's catcosis, it's not even a psychosis, it's a catcosis. Y'all need to start playing in on the catcosis. But before you do, it's like, hey, look here, nigga. Look here. You a cat? Cool. I'm all for it, my nigga. I'm for it. I'm all down for the feline community. However, if you are a cat, don't you niggas land on your feet all the time, or at least 90% of the time? If you go up there and you land on your feet, nigga, I'm all in. Start giving these niggas start giving them some challenges. You just can't be a cat, nigga, because you want to be a cat. Nigga, what the fuck? Can I be Denzel Washington, nigga, if I want to be Denzel? Hey, nigga, I feel like I'm Denzel. Can I have access to his bank account, please? You walk inside the bank. Yeah, I identify as Denzel Washington, sir. ID. I don't need no ID. I identify as Denzel Washington. Ain't got shit on me. King Kong ain't got shit on me. That don't convince you? Nigga, what else you need? Huh? What else you need? So you can't, if I can't identify as Denzel and go get into his bank account, you can't identify as a goddamn cat. Then the transgender campaign of these bullies, these Decepticon bullies, they campaigned against the AMC movie theater. They got them to take out access screening of a movie called it was a movie about detransitioners. Basically, people who took medical procedures, got they whoosh and whoosh, or just took hormones and then they regretted it as they got older. There's a movie about it, a documentary about it. AMC was going to show the documentary. This Decepticon activist group campaigned and got these niggas to take the movie out. So the movie was called, the Decepticon group is called Queer Trans Protect. Wait a minute. Oh, it's called, the Queer Trans Project. And so they ran a campaign to get AMC to pull it down. But the name of the movie is called No Way Back. So this is a movie that they're trying to really get out there to show, to try to change the game, because the narrative on this stuff is starting to change. But they're still trying to control the speech on it. So that movie is called No Way Back, and it's about 5 people who underwent gender transforming treatments, and then they regretted it. So if you can find it anywhere, try to look for that movie, because it needs as much publicity as it can get, because the more and more the information gets out there about how much this is bullcrap when they do this. I mean, especially when you're doing it to children. When you get 18 and you want to fuck up your life for the rest of your life, hey, I don't agree with it, but that's your choice. But stop messing with the children. Don't bring that to children. Children, they don't know that they're messing up their lives for the rest of their lives. Like forever. So just keep it away from them. So that movie again is called No Way Back, and try to find it and push it to anybody you can. So then there was something called there was a story that came out, and it was called the Trans School Conspiracy Exposed. Did y'all hear about this? So they caught a bunch of Midwest teachers on a Zoom meeting. So they were trading tips on how to subversively and quietly transition kids without telling their parents on a Zoom call. Why would you do that shit on a Zoom call? That's stupid as hell. So they said they were telling them without telling their parents, and skirting or basically hiding it from Republican gender laws in workshops funded by the federal government. Now this story is in the Daily Mail if y'all want to go look at that story. It's called the Trans School Conspiracy Exposed. Go look that shit up. So basically, they were trying to figure out how to get your children, how they can help your children transform without the parents' knowledge being funded by the government. So your child, you send your child to school thinking it's all good. You calling them Ricky, and they get to school and the teacher call them Racine. Like, wait a minute, nigga, and they got a whole life at school as Racine. And then as soon as they get ready to leave school, the teachers help them transform back. They just transform back to Ricky, and they send Ricky home to you with Racine mind that they put in there. Ricky and Racine, all in one little Transformers, nigga, like Bumblebee. These motherfuckers are going way too far. It is becoming insane. But they know that. But because it's becoming insane, once you get to the extreme, the scale has to rebalance. The scale has to rebalance. So basically, this is what they did. So dozens of Midwest teachers went online this week, and this is a quote from the article. Dozens of Midwestern teachers met online this week and traded tips helping Decepticon students change gender at school without their parents' knowledge, while criticizing a bunch of new laws on sex and identity. Because now a lot of these states are trying to say that the children, you can't transform children. You know, you can't do that. You can't give them any drugs. Can't send them to any chop shops, you know, until they're 18. Then they can make their own decision. So a lot of these what they call Republican states are coming out with these laws, and then they say these are anti-L. They put the whole letter system on it. These are anti-LGBTQ A+ laws that are coming out. Nigga, no, they ain't. They ain't even anti-Decepticon laws. They're anti-Decepticon pushing that shit on kid laws. That's what these laws are. But they'll sit up here and push this bullcrap narrative that people are trying to hurt children. That you denying them this care is the real terror to the child. So they get online, these teachers, not your parents, these teachers, a bunch of them are self-identified Decepticons. The leader, I think, actually was a Decepticon. She get on there and she start going crazy, setting up the whole plan. So it says one Ohio teacher states the stakes are very high for trans youth. This is a teacher named Martin. I forgot her first name. That's her last name. A teacher named Martin. Then she says, I think that requires working subversively and quietly sometimes to make sure that transformer kids have what they need. Again, I think that requires working subversively and quietly sometimes to make sure transformer kids have what they need. Y'all better start watching out for these children, man. God damn, they have recognized that parents have dropped the ball. They look at these kids, you send them to school, and these parents are just sitting these niggas in front of Xbox and PlayStations and YouTube. Y'all don't give a shit about these kids, they not learning nothing. So it's pretty much just a blank canvas for somebody with some ideals or idealism to imbue your child with, because you not doing it. You ain't giving them no philosophy or nothing at home that they can take out in the world and they can spread. So they're getting it. They're getting the virus and taking it and bringing it back to you. You ain't giving it out so they can go out and spread the good stuff. They getting the fuck shit into them. They can come back and spread it into you. So that's what she said. But then, like I said, it's pushing back because the new poll, they just showed 60% of Americans think Decepticon ideology is gone too far. You done gone too far, nigga. Y'all done gone too goddamn far. Y'all done gone too fucking far, nigga. Y'all done, nigga, too far. And the not surprising, but the what's the word I'm looking for? The promising aspect of that is that most of them included, or a lot of them, were Generation Z and millennials who've been the ones pushing this stuff the whole time. When they took the poll and said they're going too far, most of them was Generation Z, the zillennials, and the millennials. So it's starting to flip. So is is this the Earth flip change? Because we already talked about how there was a pole shift already. But it doesn't just happen like that. It takes time for the poles to shift. But they already were shifting. That may be also why you get a lot of chaos. But now it's rebalancing. People are starting. These little children are starting to see, man. Nah, we ain't. Y'all with the bullshit. Why I gotta be wearing rainbow Skittles shit every fucking day, nigga? Why I gotta look like a goddamn Skittle every fucking day? The fuck, nigga? I don't know, nigga. Get that shit away from me. So then students in Canada, because we pushing it back, some students in Canada, they held a walkout because of the Decepticon issues at school. In Canada is where they pushing it even the hardest in America. They're saying they got laws that said that if you misgender your child, you can go to jail and get fined. That's in Canada. In California, they're pushing a bill. I think it's AB 957. So if you're in California, we need to get band together and go against this bill, AB 957. That states that they can take your child. So basically, if you having a parental dispute, the mother and the father having a parental dispute, and one of them, so say the child wants to change, right? Wants to do the Decepticon thing. One of the parents is for it, and the other parent is not. This law states that if the parent who doesn't affirm the child's crazy, the one who doesn't buy into the child's crazy loses the child to the one who does believe in the child crazy, who pushes the child's crazy, who cultivates the child crazy, buys it a goddamn drink, takes it out to dinner, buy it a hotel room. Nigga, what the hell are you doing? This motherfucker crazy. Get the child some help. You don't tell an anorexic person who think they goddamn skinny, who think they fat. You don't tell them, you don't push diet pills on them. It's crazy what the hell they doing. So the Decepticon movement is moving, but the pushback is coming back hard, y'all. We're starting to see all of these videos and everything that we doing. And it's working. So keep saying what you're doing, sharing the videos, pushing back, doing everything, because ultimately what they're pushing is anti-nature. It doesn't work. Ultimately, it's not sustainable, which is why they have to market it so damn hard. Because if it was organic, they would just let you just grow into it, evolve into it. But you won't evolve into it. Why? Because there is no evolution when you ain't no humans. Ain't no goddamn evolution, human evolution, when you ain't got no goddamn humans. And so if they pushing that, and then everybody moves to where you in a state where you ain't having no kids, which is what they really want, then we all gone. So push back, keep pushing back against all this bull crap. Then moving along. Did you see the report by Justin Goodman? There's a reporter named Justin Goodman. We all knew this already, but you know, we got it's good to have evidence. Like we said, evidence is bullets for the evidence gun. Whenever you need to go back at them, you pull out each one. Boom, what about this? Boom, what about that? Boom, what about this? So Justin Goodman, he showed that the government funded patient zero out of the Wu-Tang lab. So he just found out that the Boogie V came out of the Wu-Tang lab. They just found that out. They just released that like last week or week and a half ago. Then diving deeper into it, this dude Justin Goodman found out that the government funded patient zero. He was whoever the dude, he was working in the Wu-Tang lab. What he was working on was funded by America. Basically, we talked about this, the Eco Health Alliance with Peter Daszak, the boy Fauci. The boy Fauci. This is some bullshit. And it comes out right at the time when Robert Kennedy does the Joe Rogan. Did y'all see Robert Kennedy on Joe Rogan breaking off how the cupcakes cause autism and all of that type of stuff? He was killing it. And this nigga say, I've been doing this 18 years. Who wants some, nigga? Who wants some? Nigga, who want to go, nigga? Doing this shit 18 years, bitch ass nigga. Don't tell me because I ain't no doctor, nigga. I can't read and understand a goddamn piece of paper, nigga. So that's where he at with it. So then the other doctor that they got, the Hotez doctor, who flipped and he was pushing against the Boogie V back the cupcakes at the beginning. Then he saw that Fauci was leaving. He was getting ready to leave. He flipped his whole goddamn thing. This dude, I forgot, Peter Hotez or whatever is the doc. I forgot. Go look up the doctor who Joe Rogan put up $100,000 to go against, to do a debate against Robert Kennedy. Because this doctor was against the cupcakes, the Boogie V cupcakes at first. I mean, so many videos of him talking against it. Soon as this nigga found out Fauci was leaving, he was like, oh shit, nigga, job opening? Huh? Wait a minute, Fauci gone? Oh shit. Hey, let me tell you something, nigga, about these vaccines, these cupcakes, nigga. Let me tell you something. We need them. They're good for the people. They're effective, safe and effective. And they're good for everyone. They're good for the children. They're good for older people. They're good for the people. This nigga just started, nigga, hey, we need them. We need them all, baby. Put that shit in the Coca-Cola. He was for every human. So now, this dude, he won't go on Joe Rogan and do the debate. Wait a minute, nigga. If you say Robert Kennedy is full of shit, and you got all the evidence in the world to prove that 200,000 people died of the Boogie V, then nigga just bring the evidence. Bring it, nigga. Bring the evidence. It's absolute bullshit. You can't sit up and be like, nigga, I'll beat the shit out of Mike Tyson, nigga. Fuck Mike Tyson, nigga. Mike Tyson rolled up in this bitch, nigga. I'll tell you right now, nigga, I'll put this bitch ass nigga in the chokehold. Bitch ass nigga. Hey, nigga, don't you ever think about motherfucker. Oh, nigga. Don't you ever think about coming around here, Mike. I'll beat your punk ass, nigga. And then Mike Tyson walked through the back door. Mike Tyson? Oh, shit, nigga, look at the time. Look at the time, my nigga. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. I got to be doing something or else I would beat the shit out of Mike, nigga. I would kill Mike. But hey, oh, shit, nigga, I'm out. And you can't do that, nigga, when you threaten to beat the shit out of Mike. And then Mike is parking his car in the parking lot. He said, oh, shit, nigga, look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. It took me a long time to say all of that shit I was going to say. I would stay here and fight, but all of that stuff I said took so long, I got to get back home, everybody. Tell Mike when he get in here, after he finished parking his car, Hey, tell Mike, I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry. I'll whoop his ass later. Like, nigga, ain't no, nigga. That doctor is full of shit. But again, if he goes on Joe Rogan and this nigga and Robert Kennedy pulls out all of that stuff he's been working on for the last 18 years that ties the cupcakes to autism and all that, oh man, that'll kill the pharmaceutical industry. They can't do that. They cannot allow him to get on TV with Joe Rogan as the mediator and Robert Kennedy, and Robert Kennedy busts his ass. Pause. On TV with the cupcake information that he been compiling for. He waiting. This nigga been holding on to this shit for 18 years. He been waiting for somebody to do something. What you say, nigga? Huh? Hey, you want to do something? You want to do something? What about you, nigga? This nigga ready. Yo, Roderick Rose, appreciate you, brother. He said, took the shoe. He says, took the jab, just had one. Whoa. My nephew took the jab and just had okay, I can't say a lot of this, but just had a ST roke. He doing okay, thank goodness. But I told my family members don't take it at all. That's right. Having some side effects. Yeah, man, please keep your family members away from that. Sorry to hear about your nephew, bro. It's going crazy. I just saw some video of a rapper named DJ Poke. Did y'all see that? I think that's his name. He was outside, he was at a little event, and he says, and didn't look like he was, oh, excuse me, my fan is going out, y'all. Sorry. So it didn't look like he was having any problems whatsoever. And then just out of nowhere, boom, he just fell on the ground and died. What the Hey, man. And so now they're going there to do, they offered $100,000. I think the pot is up to $3 million now. They said, look, nigga, we'll give this money all to your charity, nigga. Whatever charity you want to go to, we'll put all this money to charity. Andrew Tate threw in $500,000. Andrew Tate want to see this shit. So this is some bullshit. Then the NIH, while they doing that, 27 other gain-of-function laboratories are receiving money from the NIH. A bunch of which are still in China. Your money. Y'all still paying taxes. Your money is funding 27 gain-of-function labs, a bunch of which is still over in China. While America acting like they about to go to war with China, we got a bunch of labs over there doing who knows what the hell. We know what the hell they doing. But this is some bullshit. So, and then while that's going on, China, see, that's why I say while we're looking like we're there in the public, they're acting like they're really trying to war with China, because China just the news came out that China is establishing a military base on Cuba. In Cuba. A military base in Cuba. The same shit the same shit NATO just did with Russia. And Russia was like, nah, nigga, you can't be over here. Now America's like, nah, China, you can't come over to our border. Wait a minute, nigga. It was good enough for NATO. Wait a minute. NATO can go chill on Russia's border, but we can't go hang with the Cubans. I'm Cuban, B. Anybody who's seen the Dave Chappelle movie. I'm Cuban, B. Yes, Cuban B. But he can't go hang with the Cubans. Dr. Paul, appreciate you, brother. China's like, nigga, I just wanna go see what Castro up to. That's all. Me and Castro, we about to go hang out, go get some McDonald's, go chill, go see a couple of little girly flicks, go, we ain't doing nothing. Xi Jinping and Castro. Brothers. We're brothers. So America does not want China hanging out in Cuba. Of course they don't. Because Cuba is literally it's a couple miles away from America. China would be able to drop right in with their troops in America if they are allowed to be in Cuba. Now, China's like, we don't know what you're talking about. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. We don't. Cuba? Castro? What? Huh? We don't even. Is Cuba even a country? What the? Like, we know nothing. Huh? What? That's Jewish though. But China trying to act like they don't know shit about it. So karma is a bitch though. Because we know NATO is America. Really. Y'all know NATO is America. So it wasn't NATO getting out on the border of Russia. It was America, really. So now, universe said, oh yeah, I'm telling you, we in the sped up time, y'all. You can't do stuff. Whatever you do it's in the karmic blender. That shit's coming back on your ass. So America does that shit, boom, universe spin it right back out and spit it on them. Wow. Here you go, nigga. You want to get on Russia's border? Okay, boom, China on yours too. So, damn, America. Some bullshit, some fucked up shit, but hey, karma's a bitch. And then while that's going on, the new auditing report of the Pentagon said that these niggas lost or can't account for $6.5 extra billion. Or not, they can't account for it, sorry. They sent $6.5 extra billion with a B. They sent $6.5 billion extra over Ukraine to the Ukrainians. Now, has anybody really gone through the Ukrainians? Have y'all seen that? So, have you look at Zelensky? Zelensky wears shirts a lot, and he has on there something called the Ukrainian crest. I want y'all to go look this up. He has something called the Ukrainian crest that he wears on his chest on a lot of his shirts. Now, the Ukrainian crest, I told y'all what Ukraine used to be. I told y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? Right here. I told y'all what Ukraine used to be. So, that sigil, or whatever he wears it, is called the Khazarian Kamala. Go look that shit up. It's called the Khazarian. That thing that he wears, I can't show you a picture of it. Anybody who has a picture of the Ukrainian crest. So, and then it goes back to the Khazarian Kamala. But that Khazarian Kamala goes back to, it's the sign of Moloch. It's the Moloch sigil. Ukraine, Khazarians, or y'all know, Ukraine, the Ukrainians, the Khazarians, and Moloch. Right there for you. All wrapped up right there in the goddamn symbol. Bow. So right here, y'all don't know, this is the one that breaks that whole, this breaks it down. But, man, and so, now you see why we keep sending money over to Ukraine. They're paying tribute to Moloch. Because you know that's where they do a lot of trafficking over here. Allegedly. Sorry. Allegedly, they do a lot of the youngling trafficking over there. So, What is Moloch? Somebody remind me again. What is Moloch the god of? Child. I think that's what it is. Yeet, child. That's Moloch. Somebody who Hillary Clinton, they was doing dinners in her backyard too, allegedly, according to the emails that came out. The Podesta emails said that they was sacrificing some shit to Moloch in the back in oh, excuse me, Obama's backyard. Sorry. It was Obama's backyard. Hillary was supposed to be bringing something, but they said they was doing that in Obama's backyard. So, hey, but now we see what's up with Ukraine, with the Ukreezes. And speaking of Obeezy and the Ukreezes, this fool, he said he did a video where he wants to institute digital fingerprints for people who are disseminating misinformation. You niggas, basically. Every last one of you niggas on here, not me. I don't know nothing. I'm just channeling information the universe sending to me. But you niggas are peddling misinformation, and Obama coming for you. He said he wants digital fingerprints so that he can track who's putting out the misinformation. So, the algorithm, so they want basically this thing within the algorithms, so the algorithms can stamp who, so basically it's going to identify information they don't want out, like what we were just talking about before about the cupcakes, or the youngling trafficking that they're doing, or any of that, the real stuff that's been proven, not a conspiracy theory, been proven. But no, it's a conspiracy theory. So if you talk about it though, you can't talk about it. So they want to know who's talking about it. So then they can identify you niggas, and then who knows what come for you niggas in the middle of the night. Yo, 500 something likes, 700 something people in here. So everybody who did not take your shoes off, again, take your shoes off when you enter the crib. Hit the like button, please. So digital fingerprints is coming. Well, he's pushing for it. They haven't said they're coming yet. Yo, thank you. What is that? Live? I think that's 9 Live. I hope I'm saying it right. 9 Live. I hope that's it. Yo, can non-U.S. citizens take the contract classes? Oh, you mean the status classes? Yeah. I mean, it's teaching you how to contract. It's teaching you more so how to contract with America, but I'm teaching contracting overall. So yeah, you can take them and learn how to contract, because you are in contract with your government as well. All these governments have everyone under contract. They're all corporations, only able to do business under contract. So learning how to contract will free you from any of these corporations, for sure. So then, because you just heard the IMF, while all that's going on, the digital fingerprint is coming. The IMF is working on a world CBDC. The central banking digital currency, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, now is about to push the central banking digital currency. Not the World Bank, but the IMF. But they the same thing. Yo, Roger Gross, thank you, brother. Digital fingerprint would shut down a lot. The fingerprint now is just so they can identify you. Then we had to see what they want to do after that. Like, what are the implementations? What are they going to do once they identify your fingerprint? That's the big question. Then they're going to lock your computer up, try to snatch you up, throw you in some concentration camp. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, they got a lot of them. They got them FEMA camps. But right now, the digital fingerprint is just so they can know who's talking shit, because there's so much information out there, especially like on Telegram. Man, I know they want to shut Telegram down because Telegram tell everything on that damn app. God damn. Y'all ain't on Telegram? That's the biggest goddamn conspiracy app. They got so much shit going on. You learn everything that's going on on that app. Shout out to Telegram. But I know they trying to take Telegram down. So that's probably one of the things that they want to use it on. Especially if you're on Telegram, get all the good information now. And then the UK, they just released they want to introduce their version of the CBDC. They just did that within the last week. So y'all better watch out. Get some gold, get that gold and silver. Y'all know how it works. Bitcoin. They don't want you, they quieted Bitcoin. Bitcoin was really popular a couple years ago. You see, they quieted the shit out of Bitcoin. They want you to think Bitcoin is crap. It's not. It's the digital, can't be corrupt. Yo, y'all tell me if it's still going. They said I lost internet power. Can y'all hear me? Yo, yo, yo. Are we still on, everybody? Please say yes, yes, yes. Can y'all still hear me? Oh, I'm good? Okay, first. Cool. Thank you. Said I lost internet. I lost the connection. So, all right. So, they coming. Make sure you get your gold, silver, and Bitcoin, not as an investment, just to hold on to it. You can have an alternative, keep it on an external wallet. If an EMF hits, if they do the cyber attack, which they're planning, been talking about this shit for a minute. If you've been hearing about the cyber attack, yo, Broderick Enoch, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Everybody hit the super chat and the cash apps. Thank you. But the cyber attack, they keep talking about it. They're trying to drum it up. They're trying to speak it into existence. So be prepared, everybody. Please, let's be prepared when they start to release this bull crap. All right. So real quick, did y'all see? And this is what I'm telling you, y'all gotta be on you gotta be inside your alternative information hubs, y'all, because I don't know if you saw the video of the Planned Parenthood. The lady from Planned Parenthood, she's the head of the California Planned Parenthood. Her name is Dr. Mary Gatter, Gatter. We're going to blow this chick up. Dr. Mary Gatter, she's the head of the California Planned Parenthood, and she was caught on tape. Foul ass bitch. She was caught on tape selling body parts. Selling body parts, y'all, of babies. Aborted baby body parts. She said they said from $75 to $150 an organ or organ sets. And they're selling the thymus gland and the liver, allegedly. But this is on video. It ain't really allegedly. This is on video. She got niggas. It was like one of them James O'Keefe investigative reporters. So she was selling to a reporter. She didn't know. So they got her all on camera. They was asking you, so how much for this? How much for that? So she was selling the thymus gland and the liver specifically. This is what she was selling. So they would, one dude said 75 up to 150. So then one dude just offered, he said, well, what about 100? Can we let's knock it out at 100, right? Let's just knock it out at 100. So she was like, cool. Now, why are they selling the thymus and the liver specifically? Why are they selling the thymus and the liver specifically? Because those two organs are used in the production of adrenal. The thymus and the liver are used in the production of adrenochrome. Gotta, gotta do the lingos. Adrenochrome. She is selling those for $100 a pop. And then she said, there's some other, so she's the head of the California one, but she was talking about there are other ones where they can get them from. She said the other ones where they can get them from. So they're doing this in a bunch of these Planned Parenthoods. They're selling these baby body parts for adrenochrome, y'all. Allegedly. I gotta go with the allegedly. Allegedly, even though I saw it on TV, but we don't know about the adrenochrome. We do know that the thymus and the liver, together, they work together to produce adrenochrome. We don't know if that's what they wanted for, y'all. We don't know. So we can't speculate. We can't jump to conclusions like y'all want to do. We don't know. We don't know what they want that for. They could be doing research to help humans in the future. They could be very, very, very good people. I'm with you, lady. So that's out the bag. They can't hide it, but you haven't been hearing about any of that on the mainstream TV. You didn't see that video, did you? Did any of y'all see the video? I bet y'all didn't. They're not trying to show that, because all the people in the journalists, they doing it. The movie stars, they doing it. The people they let in them circles who get close and keep the secret, they doing it. Yo, Conrad Allwood, thank you, brother. And Garrett, appreciate you. Thank everybody who hitting that super chat, man. Love y'all. They're all doing it. So they can't expose the thing. And you see, what's that dude who played the Count of Monte Cristo? He got a movie coming out where they talk about the ring. He's on a video where he talks about the adrenochrome. They got him on a screen in church. What's his name? Jimmy Caviezel. I think that's his name. Jim Caviezel. He was in a lot of dope movies too. Doing my favorite movies that I've ever seen from him, and in any movies, is that one, is Count of Monte Cristo, and Frequency, where he was talking to his father in the future. His father had died in the past, but he was in the future, and he was in the past. So his father had died in the past. He had became an adult, and he was talking to his father in the future because of the Aurora Borealis. He'd be in some ill movies, but he was on the screen talking about the movie he doing about the child trafficking shit and the adrenochrome, and the cop because it's about a cop who went to go find some children, and he found out about the ring. He found out about the whole ring. And so this dude told him about what was going on, what they were doing. And that was it, a part of it. So now we see old girl at Planned Parenthood selling body parts. Specifically body parts that are used in the body to produce the adrenochrome. Hey. Conspiracy, y'all. It's all conspiracy theory. Don't put too much into it. It's all a conspiracy theory. It's all alleged. Okay, YouTube. All right. Moving along. Y'all better watch, man. Holy snap. Planned Parenthood is some book, and we already know what it was started off of, but they are robbing babies. Christopher Clark, thank you, brother. Selling body parts. And then the movie that Jim Caviezel got coming out, it's supposed to, they're selling out. They said they're selling more tickets than Indiana Jones. It's outselling Indiana Jones. And they not in nowhere near as many theaters as Indiana Jones, but they're outselling Indiana Jones right now because people gonna see this goddamn movie. You ain't hear no. Have you seen any trailer for that movie? You can see it on YouTube though. The trailer is on YouTube. So go type in Jim Caviezel, whatever. The trailer is on YouTube, and it's about the child trafficking ring that the cop found, and because he plays the cop in the movie. Crazy, y'all. Then did you hear about your boy Jonathan Majors? I know all y'all ladies is happy. A nigga innocent. Maybe I ain't happy because he was with the Caucasian chick. You know, that's what you get for being with the damn white bitch. If you was with a sister, then that shit wouldn't happen to you. That's why you need to be with somebody with melanin. Cause how many of y'all did that? How many of y'all tripping because he was with the white chick? Now he walked into the courtroom, got Megan Good on his arm. Woo, sexy lady Megan Good. What up, girl? What up, Megan? That boy can't do for you what I can, Megan. Leave that fool alone. I'll raise your consciousness in 2 minutes, girl. Come on, Megan. Megan. But he walked into the courtroom with Megan Good. Now, is that real or is that their publicists putting them together to boost both of their profiles? Because you ain't heard shit about Megan Good in a minute. And this nigga needs some good publicity for real. And Megan Good is known as being one of the good people. You don't see her in no scandals and shit. So, boom, and she's in the Shazam movie. Sorry, she in the new Shazam movie. So she got a little shine out there right now. So she in the Shazam movie. He in the Quantumania movie. None of those two got really any buzz. So now we need to boost the profile. So you go get with Megan Good or Megan Good's publicist or his publicist called Megan Good publicist, said, let's hook this shit up together, whatever. I hope it's real. Actually, I don't. Because I'm coming for you, Megan Good. Megan Good, I'm coming for you, girl. But but apparently though, he wanted it to go to trial because all the stuff came out. Did y'all see all the stuff? Did you see the video? Y'all see the video and stuff? Man, where I saw it, there's a channel called Cosmic Wonder. The Cosmic Wonder is a comic book channel because I'm in the comic stuff, y'all. But he gives a whole dope breakdown of the video of everything that happened. So Cosmic Wonder, he shows the video and everything. So basically, they said that he had assaulted her, broke her finger, broke her hand or finger or whatever. And that's the charges that he has, right? But the video shows, man. So the cab driver, this nigga said, yo, he didn't hit her. He saw the whole damn thing. He said she was so strong, he was trying to get out of the car. He was trying to leave. She was so strong, she snatched that nigga back into the car. She pulled him back into the car. And he was trying to get away. And then people outside the car saw him fighting and saw him get away. the cab driver said he did not touch her at all. Yo, Dre OG Reacts. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Everybody hit his, if you got a channel, the reaction channel, check out Dre OG Reacts. But man, so he said homegirl was crazy. Now I know what y'all, yeah, that white bitches is crazy. That's what that nigga give a dating that white bitch. But and y'all might be right, because I'm the reason I'm doing it, because I really don't give a shit about Jonathan Majors. There's a reason I'm doing this story right now. Not because I give a shit about Jonathan Majors. Not one iota do I give a shit about Jonathan Majors. But we gotta, what's the lesson to be learned? So now then the cab driver said, no, nothing happened. So the whole story is that what happens is they get out the car, some shit goes down, right? He leaves. This nigga leaves. Jonathan Major, he don't go back to the crib with her. This Jonathan Majors knew what was up. He was like, big black guy, white girl fight, Kane, Creed 3, I'm out. That nigga said, Kane, Creed 3, I'm out. I'm at the hotel, bitch. You can go back to the apartment. I ain't fuck with you tonight. So he goes back to the hotel, and she go back to the apartment. But before she go back to the apartment, though, the people who saw her get into a fight out on the with him out when she was snatching him back into the cab, she go to the club with them. And she go party with the cats outside who saw her fighting or arguing with Jonathan Majors, because he wasn't doing no swinging. She was doing all the fighting, the hands. So they go to the club. She takes the nigga credit card and charges almost $1,000 worth of drinks to this nigga credit card. while they're at the club. So they're partying. Now, supposedly, he had hurt her at this point in the fight in the cab. But she's seen grabbing drinks, fixing her hair, doing all kind of stuff with the hand she supposedly had injured, which means the hand wasn't injured. So they get back so he leaves, right? So next morning, he goes back to his apartment. He can't get in the apartment because he forgot his key. So he called, lucky for him, nigga, the universe is on this nigga's side. I'm gonna tell you right now, the universe is on this nigga's side. He forgets his key, has to call the manager or the landlord or the maintenance dude or whatever to let him in the apartment. When they get in the apartment, they see her passed out on the fucking floor. Right? Because she got drunk or whatever, and she had an episode and got drunk and passes out on the floor. So that's when he called 911. So they got the manager or whoever that was to corroborate the story. He's the one who opened the door, and because he wasn't even there. So then, this is the fucked up part, though. So once the police get there, she's asking. She doesn't even know how she got hurt. Because this is important. Because right now the charges are that Jonathan Majors in a fight broke her finger. But after they get there, the cops get there, she doesn't know what happened. She's like, what happened? Why is there blood? Because basically she fell, hit herself, and then broke her finger. And so she doesn't know what happened the next morning. She's like, what happened? What happened? What went down? What down? The police, these racist ass police, bitch ass cops, these racist ass cops, they get there. It was like everybody was saying right from the jump. The racist ass cops get there because now they got the body footage from the cop that shows this whole thing. On the body footage, the cops get there, ask her if he did anything. She said no. They start to convince her that nigga beat her up. Because this nigga's a big ass. First of all, they was racist because they got there and they wanted to know how this big nigga could afford that place. That's what they were asking. How can you afford this place? They were shitting on the nigga because they didn't recognize him. They didn't know who he was. So they want to know how this big black ass nigga get this goddamn apartment. How the hell you get this apartment, nigga? What the fuck you doing? You selling drugs, bitch ass nigga? You got this white girl in here beating her up, get her on cocaine, selling some of your drugs. You got to be doing something. Get this nigga in jail. That's what that was. How the hell you afford this apartment? Cause I'm Kang, bitch ass nigga. Cause I'm in Creed 3, fool. So that's what happened. They got all of this shit on video. Everything. Basically proving this nigga is innocent. Got all the witnesses who swear that they will testify that this nigga didn't do anything. Now, the judge, they submitted all of that to the prosecutors. Usually when the prosecutor sees this much evidence, they'll dismiss it. They won't even follow up with the case. They're going through with the case. Now, why are they going through with the case? Because the judge, the prosecutors, everybody who has to do anything with that damn trial is going to get famous off of it. Even though it has nowhere to go. They have all the evidence against old girl. Every bit of evidence is against her. But because they know if they dismiss it right now, you ain't going to know none of those judges or prosecutors' names. If they go to trial, though, you gonna know all of their names. Those judges then will the judge who ran the Kang trial and the prosecutor who prosecuted Kang and everybody else who has to do with it. The bailiff who was in the bailiff room. Everybody who got something to do with it is gonna get pumped up because it's the Kang trial. That's why they're not letting it go. Now, what's the moral of the story? The universe, because Had he done something wrong, really had done something bad, the universe would have came for him. He would have, none of these things would synchronize in his favor like they have done. Which means he had some karma, but his karma wasn't that bad. And what I think it was the universe, because this is proven that this girl that he was with is a dumbass bitch. Sorry, but she a dumbass bitch. And that's not the first time the universe showed that to him. The universe showed that to him multiple times. And she was on a low vibration, that you need to let this chick go. You have all of these things you're getting ready to go do for your life, but you are being held on and dragged down by this dumbass motherfucker. And I'm sure the universe shows you, every time the universe teaches you a lesson, it shows you that shit first before it smacks you in the face. It shows you. It's like, look, nigga, do you see this? Do you see this? Huh? Huh? And so when you don't pay attention, the universe has to smack the shit out of you to make sure that you get the lesson so that you don't do it again. So I promise you, he thought multiple times, at least more than 20 times, I need to get rid of this bitch. I need to get rid of this bitch. God damn. I'm sure that's not the first fight they didn't have. After every fight they had, he was like, I need to bounce. God damn, God damn, how can I get rid of this bitch? So, and he never did it. It never happened. What up, Miss Jeannie? And it never happened. So the universe was like, nigga, okay. Like, nigga, all right then, nigga, if you don't want to listen, then I'm going to smack the shit out of you. That's what happened. So people, that's the moral of the story is when the universe tries to show you a lesson, pay attention the first time. Very simple. When it's that little voice in the back of your head be talking to you and all that, nigga, when I say the universe, that's you. Is what I'm talking about. You, your higher consciousness, you are the universe. Your higher self knows what's right for you and what's not, and it talks to you and it tells you what that is. But sometimes you like, nigga, hey, nigga, you know how good that pussy is, nigga? Huh? You know how good that cootie is, nigga? Hey, nigga, sorry, universe, nigga, I'm gonna have to holler at you in about 3 more pumpings. And I get 3 more smashings, then you can get in. But nigga, goddamn, universe, hey. Nigga, that's what be happening. That be happening to all you niggas. Y'all been with these and dudes and girls. When y'all with the food that y'all know y'all need to be leaving behind, the women, they be smashing, them dudes be smashing, breaking your back out. And you be like, goddamn, universe, this nigga had me howling from the top of the roof the other night singing. This nigga had me singing, when the saints come marching in. I didn't know what the hell I was singing. I didn't even know I knew that song, universe, but this nigga was killing me so much. Well, when the saints come marching in, that, and you can't let go of that feeling. The universe know that. The universe like, no, motherfucker. No, the saints don't come marching in. As long as you keep staying with that motherfucker, you ain't no saints, ain't no marching, ain't no end. Can I tap it a couple of more times, universe? No. And so when you do, and you don't pay attention, the universe said, bitch, I told you no. So shout out to all the niggas who can have women singing the saints go marching in on top of the roof. But shout out to all the ladies who can have niggas singing singing the same thing. Women, y'all do the same thing. Like, goddamn universe. Hey, nigga, I thought I fell into a damn ocean, universe. I got to let that go? Cause she crazy? I got to let go of an ocean, universe, because she just a little nuts in the head. She a little tap. Come on, man. It's an ocean. You like, come on, universe, man. Hey, universe. Hey, my nigga. You want to go to McDonald's? You want some McDonald's? Hey, come on, universe. Hey, buy your pack of McDonald's, my nigga. Like, nigga, universe is like, no, bitch. Let go of that. Ocean or no ocean. Let it go. Start singing fucking the movie, from the Frost movie or whatever that shit. Let it go. So Jonathan Majors, you got smacked because the universe told you to let that girl go 1,000 times before, and you didn't do it, and so it had to let you know. It had to run you over with a steamroller first to make sure that your ass was listening. Now you listening now, ain't you? Hey, Megan, good. Where you at, girl? Hey, Megan. Megan, come on in here. You good, girl? Shout out to Jonathan Majors. So, moving along. Did y'all hear that scientists found? So basically science is going crazy. They found a new replacement for lithium batteries, which is a good thing. Because lithium batteries, they killing a bunch of I know you've seen the concentration camps or the slave camps over in Africa where they're mining the cobalt for the lithium batteries. All these batteries that hold power, they have to have some type of cobalt or some shit in it to make the batteries. So they basically found a new way to replace lithium batteries made from crustacean shells, lobster shells, and crab shells. Niggas been eating crab legs, nigga, for a million years. We know crab got energy in it. Why don't you come to us? We could have told you that 50 years ago, nigga. Hey, nigga, you had some crab legs? You had some Red Lobster crab leg? Oh, nigga, you tripping, nigga. you had Crab Shack crab leg? Nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, all the power I need. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you how bad it is with crabs and melanated people. There's a Red Lobster out here. There was, in Beverly Hills. There's a famous Red Lobster, especially for melanated people from the hood. So, melanated people who was trying to step out and impress, they would go to Red Lobster. where everybody knows Red Lobster is not an upscale restaurant. But for niggas in the hood, it was upscale, right? So niggas would take their dates to Red Lobster. And so Red Lobster it was at the bottom, it was the very bottom, it had the bottom building or bottom corner of this super high-rise building with a lot of doctors and lawyers and shit in there. So when you would go to Red Lobster, it would be so many people that was at Red Lobster, it'd be crowds out front, crowds of niggas out front at the Red Lobster. When I say niggas though, I mean niggas, like niggas in the hood with braids and niggas sagging. And I mean, it was niggas in front of Red Lobster. I mean niggars. So their patients, the doctors who was at the building, their patients would have to come up and walk through the crowd to get to the elevator to go up. Because they'd come down from the parking elevator to the lobby elevator, and then they would have to take the lobby elevator all the way up. So in the lobby was all the niggas. So all the Caucasian clients was getting scared of the niggas. So they told the doctor. So the doctor went and told the building owner. It was like, look, man, because he had been there for like 20 years or something. And so they said, nigga, either I go or Red Lobster goes. And they kicked Red Lobster out the building because all the niggas was coming to Red Lobster. So we know about crustacean shells and energy. Scientists, you should have asked us a long time ago. We could have told you. So the chemical is called shitting. Huh? Wait. Yeah, I think shitting. Maybe chitin. I don't know. You say it's spelled CHITIN. Maybe that's chitin. Looks like shitting to me. But that's what it's called. Chemical called shitting made from crab shells and lobster shells. So hey, science is moving, baby. So then last thing, California, not the last thing, but one next to the last thing, California just approved lab-grown chicken. Lab-grown chicken. So, excuse me, not California, but California made FDA approved lab grown chicken from a California company. It's a couple of California companies who make lab grown chicken. FDA approves. Now it's about to be in stores and in restaurants. Guess who funds the lab chicken? Guess who funds it? Give you one guess. Let me see. Come on. One guess. Who is funding? Excuse me. Yep. Mr. HWTF. Yep. Kill Bill is funding fake chicken. And it's been approved by the FDA. So, I'll be making my own food from now on. I don't know about you guys. I eat chicken all the time. I eat all the chicken all the time. Turkey burgers. Going back to my turkey burgers. They didn't say turkey. He said chicken. So I'm safe with my turkey burgers. But then when I want my shawarma, my chicken shawarma, goddamn, man. Y'all ain't had chicken shawarma. Y'all missing out. Goddamn. Chicken shawarma is off the chain. But I'm gonna have to let it go if it's lab chicken shawarma. I can't do the Lego chicken shawarma. But y'all watch out. Kill Bill is coming for your food. the Decepticons is coming for your children, and Kill Bill is coming for your food. And the last couple things. So, did y'all see the dumbass niggers? Who was supposed scholars? They basically mobbed the businesses in Leimert Park. Did y'all see that video? So Leimert Park is out here in California, Southern California. Pretty famous melanated African hub. A lot of African stores. Pro-black African stuff. A lot of comedy clubs. Maverick's Flat is a famous comedy club that's over there. That was. I don't know if it's still over there now. But it's also been in movies. If you've seen Menace to Society, at the very beginning of the movie, where the dude gets shot, they roll up on him, and he says, "Break yourself, fool!" When he rolls up and tries to rob him in the car. They're in Leimert Park. So they held a festival over there for Juneteenth. The Juneteenth festival was held over there. And those niggas went crazy. I'm disgusted. Because that was part of my community over there. I rode through Leimert Park every day. My grandmother used to live over there. So they went, it looked like they all should have been shot. I ain't gonna even lie. Those motherfuckers, and I said dumbass niggers for a reason. They would start mobbing McDonald's and all kind of stores. It was like the 92 riots. In there mobbing McDonald's, went out there and pulled the cash register. I mean, you should have seen the people in McDonald's. They were so goddamn scared, but they was everywhere. They mobbed everything. It was insane. And then you wonder why these niggas want to come in here and shoot the shit out of you. Now, people were saying it was a psyop. Some people saying it was a psyop, that they was led to do that. Because absolutely, if you pull up the video, y'all be like, they know, what the hell? It was a full-on riot, but for no reason. You're all supposed to be celebrating your own shit. It was not like it was a bunch of gangs out there. So it could be a psyop also, because again, they want to juice up the police presence in these cities. You called for, or the movement, that woke movement called for, or so-called woke movement called for defunding the police. And so they want sure that y'all never say that again. Defund the police. All right, we won't say defund the police. What about retrain the police? Re-educate the police. Because that's really what it is. If you retrain them to stop killing people who don't look like them. But if you niggas are gonna do stuff like that, then hey nigga, Yosemite Sam all day. Pow! 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 Like nigga, you are Bugs Bunny and they gonna be Yosemite Sam all goddamn day. So that was absolutely ridiculous. And you have to question that and call it out when that happens. You cannot condone that type of behavior. The youth are killing everything. All the stores are running out of Chicago, moving out of Chicago. Did y'all hear that? Because the youth have no type of guidance at this point. It is so chaotic. They don't know what to fucking do. All they're doing is watching TikTok and Instagram all day. They have no purpose. They're caught up in bullshit loops, dumbass information loops that don't do anything. As a spirit being, as a soul being, your life needs some type of purpose to it for you to feel fulfilled. And when you're a youth like that, when you just coming into your energy, you got all that young energy, like, what do I do? What do I do? You ain't teaching them nothing. You ain't teaching them skills. You ain't teaching them how to build nothing. You ain't teaching them how to do anything with that goddamn energy. So they're going to rip up shit. They're going to tear it down. And then now the system looks at them now like terrorists and then has to implement crazy ass policies for the youth, which will then take them down even more. So it's fucked up, but the youth, y'all have to pay. Y'all have to answer, responsible to answer for the shit that y'all did. But we also have to address the shit that led to this. We got to start giving these children some guidance, some information, some purpose. That's what you here for. You didn't come down here just to motherfucking chill and watch TikTok crip walking tutorials all day. A lot of people do that. Watch crip walk tutorials, which is crazy. They stole the dance, but whatever. But you ain't here for that. You are here to connect with other beings, other souls and spirits, to uplift and elevate and evolve, to raise your frequency and vibration. So for the next time when you elevate, you raise it higher and keep on moving. But again, if we don't teach them that, they have nothing. They have nothing to look forward to. So please let's give children something to look forward to, because that's absolutely insane what I saw. I was disgusted. Then the last thing I want to talk to you about is, man, this movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely one of my top spiritual movies. Most people may not think of it as this. Definitely one of my top spiritual movies. And I had to talk about it because it is a spiritual movie. I don't know if the breakdown has been done on it pretty any time. Because I just saw, so it's funny, I just saw a video. I just saw the movie again. I watched it just because the urge hit me. Then, right after I saw it, I saw a video of a documentary of somebody breaking it down and said how good the movie was. It's an all-time classic, but the movie, the documentary was spoofing the movie, but it was still giving it props. But it was just making it funny. What movie I'm talking about? The Last Dragon, baby. 1985, The Last Dragon. Now, that movie is special to me because I do martial arts now. And that's one of the things that helped me to do that, as well as Bruce Lee. I was a Bruce Lee fan and Kung Fu movies, so I was just all into it. But when I saw The Last Dragon, and I saw melanated people, I'd seen it before, with Jim Kelly and some other stuff, but when I saw that, Bruce Leroy, Bruce Leroy, and sure enough, when I saw that, changed my goddamn shit. I was like, and I didn't know how much, and it was speaking So it's crazy how classic the movie is. It's a classic movie for melanated anybody in the community, the hood community, or just the melanated community. We know it's a classic. It to me, Bruce Leroy and Show Enough is the equivalent to Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader for melanated people in the hood. As far as superheroes and villains, that'd be the equivalent to Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader for us. It definitely is for me on as far as on those two sides. Now I love Darth Vader. I'm a Star Wars fan, but if I had to look at something that was done for us, where we can see what's on the equivalent of that as far as villain and hero, Luke Skywalker, Bruce Leroy, Show Enough is like that. And the stuff that they were talking about, the movie is done what's called tongue in cheek, very spoofy, knowing that it's crazy, it's being done off the wall. They know it looked corny. It's supposed to be corny, but they had fun with it. But the underlying information in the movie was godly, which is why you can never remake it. Sometimes in Hollywood, for TV shows and a movie, for no reason, like you're like, why is this movie so goddamn good? There's no reason that this movie should work. But sometimes when harmony and the universe come together and the people in it, they have everything just harmonizes and come together perfectly and creates something that's off the chain. And it did that for The Last Dragon because of the message behind it. First off, to the glow. Goddamn. The glow. So obviously the glow, the light, enlightenment, right? And so the song, to reach that upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. So to reach the upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. Shout out to Willie Hutch. When you got that glow, you feel the one when you don't let go. Shout out to Willie Hutch. The glow. What is the glow? Enlightenment. Right? What is a dragon, everyone? What is a dragon? Now, again, we get hit for cultural appropriating this movie. When I was watching some things with this, people were saying, oh, black people were culturally appropriating the Chinese. This is cultural appropriation, but it's such a great movie. They say that about Wu-Tang as well. Wu-Tang, cultural appropriation, but it's so awesome. The reason that resonates with us so much is because we created that shit. Melanated people created Shaolin. They still on the goddamn walls in the temple, in the fighting room. It's a bunch of super melanated monks darker than me on the wall with bald heads, melanated brothers. So melanated people created that stuff. That's our shit. And dragon, as we keep saying, the dragon, which is why you guys need to embody this energy even more. Dragon comes from the ancient word that means clear sight. Dragon is just one who can see, clairvoyance. See past the bullshit. Basically, one who uses their third eye. Again, what is a dragon? It's a serpent. It's a reptile. Same thing as the Uraeus symbol in Kemet. The Uraeus, the serpent on their forehead, which represented the snake, the pineal gland. When you reach enlightenment. Yo, Christopher Clark, thank you, brother. He said XRP, the rising phoenix. So the dragon, that dragon energy. Now, again, this is created by Berry Gordy of Motown. Yo, one immaculate, thank you. Says you got to do more breakdowns on Naga nerds. I know, man. It's hard to get over there. This is a Naga nerd segment. So, so the glow, man. Where did I leave off? So it was written by Berry Gordy, right? Motown, but it was written by some Khazars. The movie was written by Khazars. Now, do you think Khazars knew the true history of melanated people when they were writing this? Do you think they knew the true history of what the dragon was? Who the dragons were? Now, again, the dragon is you. Go back to the Crusades, and the dragon court was a court established to stomp out the dragon. who they were fighting. Who was the dragon? That was the Christians. Who was fighting in the Crusades? Christians against Moors, what they call Muslims or Muslims, or Saracens. But they were all the same thing. So the dragon court came together to stomp out the dragon, to kill the dragon. That's where you get Saint George. When you go look up the depiction of Saint George, him stabbing the dragon. He was a part of the dragon court. That's why you see that there's a cross on the dragon's back, but then he's stabbing the dragon. That's because of the dragon court. Because your ancient ancestors, the Moors, were the dragon. They had clear sight. What did that mean? They just had knowledge. And the rest of the world didn't. We had science. We had consciousness. And we used that shit all the way to our detriment, to where we abused it. We used it and then abused it. But in this damn movie, the dragon, the glow, to reach the upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. That is literally how you reach enlightenment, consciousness. Now, again, this is all coming together. I don't know if these niggas understood what they were doing, but the universe was putting this together like crazy. So, and then the movie was just good. Shout out to Julius Carey, who played Show Enough. One of the most famous scenes that he got the best lines when he was getting ready to fight Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy, and he goes, "Now, when I say, who's the master? You say, show enough. Who's the master?" That is the greatest line. That is one of the greatest line scenes of all. When I say, who's the master? So shout out to Show Enough. God damn it. That movie is so goddamn good, showing you the lower vibration. So it was showing you he had the red. His vibration was red. What is the red? The red is the low chakra frequency. It's the low vibration in the light spectrum. Do y'all understand what the golden child is? And then the song at the end when he was fighting him. So this is how Willie Hutch's song go. You need to glow. You need to glow to grow. Hold on, where is that? It says when you got the glow, you feel the one. When you got the glow, your body's gold, so don't let go of the power of elevation. Yeah. When you got that glow, you feel the one. When you got that glow, your body's gold, so don't let go of the power of elevation. The power of elevation. Y'all, this is what you are here for. This is what those little kids out there ripping up McDonald's in the whole goddamn Lamert Park. You are here to elevate. And when all this bullshit around here is keeping us in a constant devolved state, your spirit breaks out and speaks out. Say, nigga, stop this bullshit. What's going on? Because in The Last Dragon, and again, Bruce Lee, who they call the dragon, was super enlightened. That's why he was a dragon. Not because this nigga was a super crazy martial artist who could do 200 push-ups on 2 fingers. That nigga could do 2 push-ups. He could do 200 push-ups on his index finger and his thumb. One hand, like this. That nigga was crazy. But that's not what made him dope. Go look at the philosophies of Bruce Lee. I think I got one of those Bruce. It's up there. Oh, here. So, get this book. It's called Striking Thoughts. All right? Bruce Lee, Wisdom for a Daily Living. Yo, Bio 1656, thank you, brother. He says, for 80s action heroes, Ty Mach should be in that conversation. He was out before Wesley and Van Damme. Yeah, man. Ty Mach is off the chain, baby. A shout out to Ty Mach. Bruce Lee, Leroy. Playtime's over, boy. That's when showing up said, Leroy. Playtime's over, boy. So this is Bruce Lee, though. This is why he was a dragon, because he was enlightened. He followed the Tao, or what's called the Way. He was an enlightened being. Shout out to Bruce. Shout out to brother Bruce. So he was a dragon. Anybody can be a dragon who's enlightened and opens their third eye. So are you a dragon or are you not? This is why we are dragon more. This is why I claim dragon more. If you're not conscious, if you don't have your third eye open, you're not a dragon. Sorry, we in a naga. All of these different things meant excuse me. All these different things meant enlightenment and consciousness. If you're a dumbass nigga and you don't focus on any of these things, you're not a naga or a dragon. And then the phoenix was the highest part of it. If you go to my man's book right here, this dude Nicholas DeVary, The Dragon Legacy, who claims that he's descendant from the dragon line. He says go to the Dragon Court YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel called the Dragon Court. Look it up. And it has all these videos with Nicholas DeVary, this dude who wrote this book. Y'all see the word Nicholas DeVary. This dude who wrote the Dragon Court. Who wrote the Dragon Legacy and the Dragon Seed, meaning seed CEDE, right? And so Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was inspired by a black brother named Steve Muhammad. Well, you mean later on down life, but he was inspired by Muhammad Ali. That's who really. I mean, you're right about Steve Muhammad too, but Muhammad Ali. Bruce Lee was born on the year of the dragon. Born in the year of the dragon again. So Bruce was ill, but this dude of the dragon line, he talks about in one of his videos how a dragon is one who is clear sight. So he knew. So they know in the secret societies, they know what a dragon is. So he talks about how a dragon is one with clear sight who can see, who has the knowledge. But then he talked about the ultimate purpose of a dragon is, he said, when a dragon consumes a dragon and then turns into a phoenix. That's what he said. When a dragon consumes a dragon and turns into a phoenix, that is the highest purpose of a dragon. But then going back to the last dragon. The last dragon, there was where's that part where it says at the end? Hold on, where's that line? There's a line that he uses at the end. Oh, so when he's getting ready to beat Shonuff and he's putting his head in the water and he's saying, "Who's the master?" And he pulls him up. Who's the master? And he puts his head back into the thing. There's a song playing in the background, and it goes, "You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow." Do y'all go and listen? Man, that whole goddamn movie is about, really truly about us elevating in consciousness, but what we used to be, and trying to get back to that point. And then when you do, recognizing who you are. That's the whole purpose of that shit. He didn't recognize that he was God. It was like, nigga, you God. Stop looking out here for motherfucking God. Nigga, you already that, nigga. You have reached a level where your thought, and he says, where thought and action acts together without thinking. He's like, nigga, you move without thinking. Yo, Dr. OG Reacts. Appreciate you again, man. You, again, everybody, this is when you are in harmony. What that means is when you are in harmony with the universe, you move. The universe moves you. Your movements are in connection. Nothing is out of place. Whatever you do is supposed to happen. That movie is so goddamn sick. It is. When I went back over again, I hadn't watched it in so long. Had to go back over it with a new eye, with a different third eye, because I had a third eye when I watched it a long time ago, but then I had to watch it with a new third eye, and it is It was one of the dopest spiritual movies that you will ever see. Again, not understanding that it should have been that. It was written as a comedy spoof bullshit, but the spiritual message behind that, I put up there with Empire Strikes Back. I put that message up there with Empire Strikes Back. The message, the glow, the reach the upper levels, the spiritual, the higher consciousness, all that nigga right there with Empire Strikes Back information, spiritual knowledge. So shout out to all them people. And then what was going on though in those 80s, because that came out right before The Golden Child. The Golden Child, another movie dealing with a brother, the chosen one, again dealing with dragon consciousness. Golden Child, enlightenment. They had, and the dragon lady who they were getting all the goddamn wisdom from behind the screen. Remember that shit? And they said how did she get that way? They said her ancestors was raped by a dragon. Do you remember that? Go back and watch The Golden Child. He said, well, how did she get that way? Because her ancestors was raped by a dragon. Now, if you in ancient history, who was rolling up on people and snatching up the cootie? Who was rolling up on the shores and snatching up cootie? Who was that? Known as the dragon. That was your ancestors, nigga. That was your ancestors, the dragons, roll up on her damn people and snatch the cootie. So, again, telling about our whole history. And then, like I said, as far as the cultural appropriation thing that they try to say, there's this Caucasian dude named Metatron. I don't know if you saw his video. And he said, his question was, were the ancient Egyptians really black? And he was saying they weren't black. This is only the slaves. That's what he said. Only the slaves. When all of this stuff, you get nothing but pictures on the wall everywhere, nothing but melanated people. In his video, he want to show a lot of the Caucasians or the super light cats. And then he tried to say, because he tried to show some super light women, and he tried to say, well, so you can tell that because the women are pale and the men are darker, that the men were the workers because they went outside where the sun was, and the royal or the regal women, they stayed inside. They stayed inside the temples and they didn't get much sun. Nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here. This nigga got long hair, look like he from Kiss, the band Kiss or something. Nigga, I choke your ass out with your own hair, nigga. Yo, Lenny Deadstock, appreciate you, brother. Just watch True Romance. Yeah, that's another one. The Moors. And the Moors are niggas. Tarantino. And the Moors are niggas. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino, nigga. My Aries brethren. We always tell the truth, baby. Aries brethren. So that dude, the Metatron, if you want to go watch his video and get pissed, you can do that. But there's a brother who debunked everything in his video. So you can watch that, bro. I think that brother's video will come up under Metatron's video. So watch Metatron's video, get pissed, and all this bullshit he's saying. Like, nigga, you ain't showing none of the walls where we over there with braids in our hair and regal in the temples. What are you talking about? So, again, they really would try to talk about we're culturally appropriating shit when we came up with all of this stuff. So don't feel bad about liking martial arts, goddammit. Wu-Tang. Don't tell him that you are culturally appropriating nothing. Your ancestors created all of that. Shout out to Wu-Tang. And shout out to Bruce Leroy and Show Enough, one of the greatest goddamn movies I've seen ever. Action, all of it was there. Action, comedy. And in the movie, it had the lesson, the little brother, it had the lesson of acquiring knowledge and not using it can also be detrimental. Because at that point, you're only mental masturbating to say, oh, look at all the stuff I know. when the family restaurant, the pizza place got smashed up by Show Enough, and so when Bruce Leroy got there, he said, "What good is all this goddamn kung fu shit, nigga, if you can't even use it? Go somewhere and meditate on that, nigga. Don't meditate on that, you bitch ass nigga. You scared of him, kissed his shoes and everything." So that was a great lesson. He's sitting up here trying to think. He's trying to be so peaceful to a fault. You can be, dude, everything to an extreme is bad. Again, you want to walk the middle line. You don't want to be so goddamn agreeable to where if somebody, excuse me, if somebody comes at you in an aggressive way, you don't know what to do. And then you don't want to be all the way on the other end so disagreeable to where if somebody offers you a helping hand, you slap it away because you don't recognize a helping hand because you think everybody out to get you. Degrees, everyone, not extremes. Move towards the center line. Use what you need to use when you need to use it. That's how the universe works. So again, he had that knowledge, all that knowledge, did not use it, and his family, and it came back on his family. And I bet he wanted to whoop the shit out of Show Enough then. I bet there was no damn spiritual sayings going on if Show Enough had to walk right back and say, "Oh, nigga, did somebody see my wallet? I forgot my wallet." I bet he would have jumped on Show Enough and beat that shit out of that nigga. "Hey, where my wallet? Oh, shit, nigga, goddamn, oh, nigga, you the master, nigga, goddamn, you the master." Nigga, I'd have beat the shit out of this motherfucker. The first time I saw this nigga, you went inside my mama and dad's and mama's place? You threw my brother in the trash can, nigga? Oh, nigga, it's on and popping, nigga. Ain't nothing gonna save you, nigga. I promise you that. So, again, if you acquire information, use it, please. Don't just acquire shit to not use it. It's called hoarding. And when you do stuff like that, you're a hoarder. So, again, energy in, energy out. So, if you get information, use it, then pass it on. And especially like those little young brothers, you know, to your little young brothers like that who went and mobbed on Leimert Park and tore that shit down. Because those brothers need some help. They need guidance. And right here, again, this is where your guidance is right here. We need to teach them how to deal with the popo, because the popo is out there hard and they're going to come after them, because when they start acting like this, all it is going to do is ramp up police presence. And so that's going to be against you. So make sure you get out there, know your rights manual. Problem anymore. Then it's right here. Boom. Then when they keep coming after you, go up to that bond, that public official bond right here, that police insurance that all the public officials have, that they have to have in order just in case they mess up and cause some damage to the city, so that the liability doesn't go all the way back on the city. So right here, this teaches you how to place that claim on the bond. And for people who don't speak legalese, I just added a bond note, a template notice letter for everyone, so you can just tailor make it to your state and send it off. So, but only use this in dire situations. I say this again, everybody, as a disclaimer. Only use this as a last resort. As well, there are laws against filing claims on public officials, false claims, knowingly filing false claims on public officials. So if you file this, make sure that you actually have a claim, but you can do it. And then right here for the car, keep all of this in your car. This is the car package, the constitutional rights card. Lets the police officers know what your rights are and what will happen when they violate those rights. It's the qualified immunity card. Lets them know they lose that qualified immunity, their protection they get when they violate your rights and don't know that they did it. But when you tell them you're in danger of violating my rights and you get it on camera, they lose that qualified immunity. And here's the new qualified immunity cards. They used to be cardboard, but they were ripping a lot. Sometimes police officers want to take them and rip them in half. So we got them made, found somebody to finally make them in plastic. That's why they weren't in plastic before. It was hard to find someone to make them in plastic. But after searching and searching and searching, we found somebody to make them in plastic. Now, boom, 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 everything. You can take these with you, keep them in your car, give this to the police officer and say, I don't answer questions when they ask you for your ID, boom, or hold it to the window, bam, I ain't gotta speak. All right. And then y'all know we still have the cupcake exemption cards right here. This is the liability card. This is for your boss. If they try to force you to get it, then they're responsible for every second that it remains in your bloodstream because they're doing it out of duress. They're holding your job over you. So anything done out of duress is null and void, excuse me, or non-obligating contractually. So then also right here shows all the adverse effects listed by the cat, the CDC. And then right here, that's the rest of it in the back. And then right here is the religious exemption one. This is for your job or businesses. If they try to discriminate against you from going into business, you can say that it's religious discrimination. And this one is because there's aborted fetal Schumann within the cupcakes that they've proven that there is. So if you are a religious and you're against abortions, then this will work for you. Nine Lev, thank you, brother. He says, what tier is the status classes on? 75 and up. 75 and up. So boom, and right here, and then everybody know we got the flashcards for you. So this is police stop flashcards 1 and 2, and then law and government flashcards 1 and 2. So we made everything that y'all need, man, to keep to armor your children up, to armor you up with the law. We teaching you for free. God damn, what else you want? God damn, what else do you want? And again, if you ordered a great book of melanin research, this is everything that they've been researching on your melanin. You want to find out why you're gods. You want to find out about why you were the dragon. That's what this is all about right here. That's what this melanin research book is about. So if you order the hard copy, you get the whole police stop all package for free. And like I said, for the rest of the month, I will give you, boom, 3 decks, 2 police stop flashcards, and 1 law and government card. That's only for the rest of the month. So that's what, another week, 6 days. So get on in there so you can get the deal. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all go and hook up the homie Hassan, Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. That's OUIjuice.com. Make sure you use 5 off juice, the number 5 off juice. And for people who are you want to get in for the Know Your Rights off at the end of the month. This is it. Another week. Wrap. I'm not it again because I don't have another live stream to cut it off. So it's a wrap, baby. Deuces. We'll holler at you in about another 3 to 4 months. But so anybody who wants to come in, you're welcome. Make sure you get over there and sign up, and we will teach you the law for free. And then so you can go back out and you get certified, and then go back out and teach it amongst the community, because this is what we need. This is where we're going. This is the path. All right. So I'm out of here, everybody. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty as hell. This is my last week of my cleanse. I get my turkey burgers back next week, baby. Hey, not chicken, turkey burgers, y'all. But I got to deal with this 1 more week. So, hey, let me get in there and get my cleansed food and my juices. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you to all my mods. I didn't see who everybody was in here, so I don't want to miss any names. So thank you to all the mods who was in here today. I see you, Brother Mel. And thank you to all the mods that was in there. I appreciate everybody. I'm about to holler at you later. Deuces.